Alright, you big blasters, I'm ΩMEGA Farms, and this is the first video in a weekly series for Path of Exile 2 called Simply Farming 101. Catchy, right? Okay, time to lock in for a second and pick the one easy farm strategy for the week that will snag you some currency to upgrade those builds. This week's pick is more aimed at the exiles that perhaps don't have the time to show off the size of their snake and farm temple all day. Now, that's not an issue because my snake was already huge. I'm not sure why I went Australian there. Now, I'm not telling you how to play the game. You inevitably play it how the flub you want to play it. But we can sit and look at the data and learn what actually might be worth farming along with just rolling through your maps. So currently looking at the trade market, my number one farm for this week would absolutely be TOC, the Trials of Chaos. Why? Well, it's guaranteed divines. Now let's break this down a little bit more. Firstly, your build will need to be good enough to run all 10 rooms in TOC. It's not difficult to put a build together using any class really with enough damage output and survivability that will kill all the monsters before they even get to tickle you. So do some homework and learn the 3 bosses and their room mechanics, along with what mods will give you the least amount of grief. Now they do stack, so make sure you can handle the choices that you make. If you've got a Chaos Inoculation build, perfect. You're halfway there, my dude. Just take all the Chaos Room mods and go for a nice easy stroll and show the monsters the business end of your power. On average, it's going to take a good build 15 minutes to run all 10 rooms. Collect the fates at the end of the room 10, which in this farm is obviously the most important part. Hoover up the soul cores along with anything you've picked up along the way. Liquidate all your swag and you are a top farmer. So let's quickly look at the data. All of the fates are currently going for about 5.7 to 5.8 divine each, and they are still climbing due to the current economic climate. So don't worry if you find this video a little late, get yourself into TOC. The fate fragments alone are just worth the effort. It doesn't matter which one you get, the cowardly fate, the victorious fate, or the deadly fate. They are all going for over 5 divines each, and it's climbing. Now, the soul cores that you snag at the end are going for a good amount of currency too. Save them up and liquidate at the end of your game session, and I think you'll genuinely be surprised with how much exalts and divines you've actually farmed up. If you praise Jeebus and the RNG is on your side, and you find the soul core of Juquani, that's 2.6 div. Or the soul core of Zalotl, that's 1.7 div. And there are loads more soul cores that will net you more exalts than you probably think you actually have. I can't stress enough that liquidation is huge in Path of Exile. Go to Ange and show her your shiny stuff, she'll buy it. In a couple of hours of playtime, you could potentially farm up to 20 to 40 divines. Now, that sounds pretty tasty. Now, this section is purely for the absolute crackheads with nothing else to do but seek ultimate power. You could save the fates and go for the Trial Master and his ultimate prize, the Adorned Jewel. At a 2% drop rate, you could be in for a good grind. But if that's what you want to do it. Don't let anyone else tell you how to play the game. As I said, play how you want to play. Have fun and do what the flub you want in this game. I'm just a bald idiot with too much time on his hands. If just being a map daddy and blasting maps for raw currency tickles your pickle, that's absolutely fine. Keep farming, bozos, and I'll see you next week. Bye!